If you are thinking about buying the Ducky One 3 Mini, you have to watch this whole video before you buy it if you want to know everything about this keyboard from someone who is basically just your average keyboard consumer and not a total keyboard nerd. First off, I pre-ordered this keyboard from mechanicalkeyboards.com for $120 US, which is pretty expensive when compared to other 60% keyboards like the RK61, which only costs $50 US, and the Keymoo Snowfox 61, which is a super good keyboard and was thought to be pretty expensive at $90 US. But I know everyone just got their holiday money from their grandma, so it will basically be like it's free anyways.
Merry Christmas from Nonna and Marco.
Out of the box, it comes with this weird little Switch keychain thing if you want to carry around a Switch with you, although I did carry it around with me for a day, and it is basically the same thing as putting a sign on your back that says kick my but it is an option if you are into that sort of thing. It also comes with a manual if you are a little baby like me and don't know the key functions because there is no software, and I didn't know you had to press Function, Alt, and either Z, X, or C to change the RGB colors. Pulling more stuff out of the box, we have some Ducky stickers, some extra keycaps including some dedicated arrow keys, a blue enter key as by default it comes with a yellow one, and the circular novelty key which doesn't look the best, and if you use it I will make fun of you. Then we have a wire keycap puller and a switch puller because like all keyboards should be from now on, it is hot swappable so you can put some actual good switches in it instead of the default cherry switches. And the last thing I pulled from the box was the braided black USB-C cable. I think it would have been nice if Ducky color matched the cable to the theme of the keyboard with either a blue or yellow cable, but hey, what do I know, I have my own cables anyways, and even more on the way, but it would have been nice. Of course, the only thing in the box that anyone really cares about is the keyboard itself, which comes in this blue and yellow theme they call Daybreak. The main keys are all bluish gray with yellow accents, and the case itself is blue, yellow, and gray, with this finish that makes the keyboard look almost like it is metal, although it is clearly plastic, which is not great, but at least it looks nice. This keyboard does have RGB, though the keycaps themselves are not backlit. You can still see the RGB glow around each of the keycaps, so I usually just keep mine on a static blue color. You can control the RGB modes with Function, Alt, and T, but if you use anything other than static, you are not a real human being. Function, Alt, and Space brings up a rainbow, so when you are picking a static color, you can choose from any of the colors on the keyboard by pressing that key. You can also set macros and disable the window key for gaming, even though this keyboard doesn't have a software. Just check out the online manual for a step-by-step on how to do that if you would like to, although I will put the step-by-step on screen so you can follow that as well. On the bottom of the case, you have the height adjustable feet and a dip switch for dipping, I think. I don't really know, just check out the online manual. The keycaps are really good quality PBT plastic and feel like custom keycaps, and since they already match the theme of the keyboard's case, I don't really see a reason for switching them out ever. They are made of a very thick plastic and have a nice matte coating on them that feels nice to type on and keeps fingerprints away. Plus on the front side of most of the keycaps, it shows the secondary function, which is nice if you have a bad memory like some people. Not me. For switches, it comes with a load of cherry switches, including Cherry MX Black, Brown, Blue, Red, Silver, Clear, and Silent. Most of which I have tried and they are not the greatest. I got mine with browns, but since this keyboard is hot swappable, I would recommend getting some better switches for this keyboard as well to make it worth it, but I have been using the Cherry MX Browns in this keyboard and haven't swapped them out yet as I am waiting to get more switches, and I don't really have any complaints as I am not a total keyboard snob when it comes to switches where I cannot use a switch because my fingers can only use the smoothest switch known to man. Like, grow up and use some scratchy switches. Sometimes I lube my switch with peanut butter just to make them scratchier. Try it, it's great. You have to use the crunchy, not the smooth though. Anyways, the stabilizers are decent and are slightly pre-lubed, although you could always add more. To make it sound even better when you go inside the keyboard, which I am too lazy to do so I let others do it, it has a layer of sound dampening foam between the case and the PCB to take away some of the pinging sound, and there's also a silicone sound dampener between the plate and the PCB, which all in all creates a great sound for the keyboard. Here's a quick sound test with the Cherry MX Browns just so you can get the idea of how this keyboard sounds. Now these are cherry browns, so they're not going to sound the best, but if you already have some better switches laying around or just switches you enjoy, you will notice they sound a lot better on this keyboard if you are coming from a lower quality keyboard. So just from my experience as a low level keyboard newbie, I feel like this keyboard is definitely worth it, and all I ask if you enjoyed this video is for you to subscribe.